So I was working downtown Birmingham, Alabama, for one weekend at a club that Ricky Smiley hosted, and the guy that I was working with, the headliner, was a comedian named T.K. Kirkland, one of the realest, rawest brothers you ever want to see doing comedy. If you never saw him, you probably should take some time to check out some of his work. But the brother was he was so raw, man. You didn't even see him on network television that much. But he wouldn't compromise what he did. So we did a show on a Friday night, and we hung out a little bit after the show. Matter of fact, I got a picture that I posted on my Facebook page where me and him was hanging out at a club. But anyhow, he told me before we parted that night, he said, "Man, tomorrow, I want you to come and swing by the hotel and get me. We're going to go and eat dinner with Michael Jordan." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Oh, yeah." Well, what happened was Michael Jordan, after he had won the 3 championships with the Chicago Bulls, he retired from basketball and he started playing baseball with the minor league in Birmingham called the Birmingham Barons. Well, Michael was also friends with the ex-football player that was from Birmingham, played with the Miami Dolphins, and his name was Tony Nathan. He had a restaurant there in town. T.K. Kirkland actually knew Michael and Tony Nathan. So he said, "Yeah, man, before the show, we're going to go to Tony Nathan's restaurant. Michael Jordan going to be there, and you'll get a chance to meet him, and we're going to sit down and have dinner and stuff." And I didn't doubt him, but I was like, man, that seems a little far-fetched. But it happened just that way, man. It turned out exactly like he said, man. We went over to the restaurant early that evening on a Saturday. I got a chance to meet Michael Jordan, got a chance to shake his hand, got a chance to sit down and eat dinner with him. Didn't have much of a conversation with him, though, but he did speak to me, asked me a couple questions about hanging out with TK and about comedy, but it didn't go much further than that. I was hoping that I could get an autograph or a picture with Mike, but he wasn't having that. He declined to take a picture, and he also said he don't sign no autographs. But man, I was just so happy to be able to meet the brother. You know, he's a legend, and at that point, he was a legend, and it was kind of cool to be able to hang out with him. He was a pretty nice dude, man. He's a pretty down to earth dude. Standing next to him, he was a lot taller than I pictured him. I think he's 6'6", but I'm only about 5'9.5", maybe 5'10", but man, it felt like he was 7 foot standing next to him. But that was kind of a highlight, man, to be able to actually meet the famous and the the legend Michael Jordan and actually hang out with him a little bit.